In this lecture, let's see how to use USElector class with the resource ID values to identify elements. Okay, here there are only two methods using which you can identify an element with its resource ID value. Okay, so first let's see the methods and then let's automate one scenario using these methods. Okay, first method is resource ID. So resource ID same as text and description methods. So there is one method named with resource ID. Resource ID. Here you need to pass the exact resource ID value. Okay, resource ID value. So same as text method and description methods, you can pass here the resource ID value. Okay. Now second method, resource ID matches. So same as text matches and description matches. So here there is one more method, resource ID matches. So this method also identifies an element using its matched resource ID value after evaluating the regular expression. So same as text matches and description matches. So you can use some regular expression and then place some ending value of resource ID. So let's say button 1. So now it will search for resource ID value that ends with button 1. So before button 1 the value can be anything. Okay. Now let's see one example with these methods. Okay. The scenario is, let's take one scenario. Click on app and then click on alert dialogs and go to click on text entry dialog. So here enter name and password values and then click on OK button. So identify the resource ID values for these controls, and by using these two methods, resource ID and resource ID matches, we can automate this scenario. Okay. So for that first we need to navigate to alert dialogs page, right? So first we need to identify the resource ID for app and then alert dialogs. Okay, let's identify the resource ID for this. If the resource ID value is unique, you can use that resource ID value, or else you can use any of previous methods. Description, description contains, description starts with, description matches, or text attribute values like text matches, text starts with, text contains. So here you can see resource ID value is same for all names. So it would be better to use text attribute value or content desk value to find this app name, same as previous examples. Now after clicking this, we need to click on alert dialogs, right? Now let's refresh the screenshot by clicking on device screenshot. Now click on alert dialogs. So you can see here also the resource ID value is common for all names. So the only unique values are text attribute values and content desk value, right? So you can use a text attribute or content desk value. So you can use any of previous methods to navigate to alert dialogs page. Okay. Now once navigated to this screen, let's identify the locator for this text entry dialog button. Let's refresh the screenshot. Now click on text entry dialog button. You can see text entry button. So I think this is the unique resource ID value for each control, for each button. So checkbox button 2, text entry button. So here resource ID is unique. So in this case you can use this resource ID value to identify that button. Okay. Now let's use the resource ID method resource id. Now place the exact resource id value inside this method. Okay, now after clicking this button, we need to enter name and password, right? So before entering, you need to identify the resource id values for these two text fields. Now let's take the screenshot. Now click on name text field. So username underscore edit. So this is the complete resource id value for this name text field. So password underscore edit is the resource id value for password field. Now you can use resource id or resource id matches methods. Now let's use resource id So place this complete resource id value inside this resource id method, but here we need to enter some value, right? So for that you need to call send keys method and enter some data, some test user. Okay, now let's use resource id matches to enter the password. So resource id matches. Here what is the resource id value for this password text field? So password, this is the complete resource id value, right? Now instead of placing complete resource id value, you can pass some regular expression, right? So in place of this string, you can simply place dot star. So now it will search for resource id value that ends with password underscore edit. So this before password underscore edit, the value can be anything. So it will search for this resource id value and then enter the password. So let's enter test@123 and then finally we need to click on OK button. So now let's identify the resource id for OK button. So resource id and then colon id slash button 1. So here you can use resource id or resource id matches. So you can use any one. Okay, let's use resource id matches. Okay, now button 1 is the unique one. Now here we need to click on OK button, right? So call click method. That's it. Now when you execute this script, it will open the app and then click on app name and then alert dialogs name, and then it will click on text entry dialog button, and then enter name in the text field and then enter password in password text field and then click on OK button. Okay, now let's execute and see. Okay, now let's start the server again, as previous connection was closed. Control C to disconnect the connection. Why? Now you need to start the server again. Okay, Appium server is started. Now close the app which you opened in your emulator and then run the script. So you can just see the logs from command prompt as well. So what exactly happening in the background you can see in this command prompt. Now app got successfully opened and then performing actions. You can see name and password are entered successfully and then click on OK button. Okay, so test case is passed successfully, so without getting any error. Okay, so in this way you can use UI selector class with resource ID values in find element by Android UI Automator to identify the elements. So for resource ID there are only two methods, resource ID and resource ID matches. Okay, in next lecture let's see how to identify the element and scroll to that particular element using UI scrollable class. Okay, thank you.